Welcome back, coin collectors. Today we are diving into an exciting collection of classic USA 1-cent coins, featuring the legendary 1966, 1979, 1981D, 1982, 1985, 1986, and 1987 Lincoln cents. Some of these pennies may look ordinary, but did you know certain years and mint marks can be worth far more than just 1 cent? From copper composition changes to rare mint errors, today we'll explore what makes these coins special and how much they could be worth today. Make sure you watch till the end, because one of these coins might surprise you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing coin value videos. Let's get studies first up. What if I told you that a simple 1966 penny sitting in your old coin jar could be worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars? Most people ignore it, most people spend it, but smart collectors, they look closer. Because sometimes, the smallest coin hides the biggest surprise. Today, we are diving deep into the 1966 Lincoln cent, its history, its value, its rare errors, and how you can identify if yours is valuable. So watch carefully, because by the end of this video, you might want to check every penny in your house. Scroll historical background. The 1966 Lincoln penny was minted during a very unusual and important time in American coin history. Between 1965 and 1967, the United States was facing a coin shortage. People were hoarding coins because silver coins had increased in value. To stop hoarding, the U.S. Mint made a surprising decision. Right finger, they removed mint marks from coins. That means your 1966 penny will not have a mint mark, even though it may have been made in different mint locations. This makes 1966 part of a special no mint mark era. Over 2.1 billion 1966 pennies were produced. That sounds like a huge number, and it is. But here's the secret: condition is everything. Brick composition and specifications. The 1966 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper, 5% zinc, weight 3.11 grams, diameter 19 millimeters. Because it is mostly copper, many collectors prefer it over modern zinc pennies. Copper coins age beautifully and develop rich brown or red tones. There are 3 color categories collectors use: brown, BN, red brown, RB, red, road. The red ones are the most valuable. Money bag value breakdown 2026 market approximate. Now let's talk money. Circulated condition. If your coin has scratches, dull color, or wear, value 5 cents to 20 cents. Uncirculated MS63 shiny but minor marks, $3 to $6. MS65 red, bright red, strong shine, $15 to $30. Mississippi 66, red, $50 to $100. Mississippi 67, red, $500 to $2,000 plus. Yes, a 1-cent coin can be worth over $1,000 in top condition. Why? Because very few survive in perfect condition. Fire rare errors that increase value. This is where things get exciting. Keycap 1 double die obverse. Look closely at Liberty in God We Trust. The date. If letters look doubled, slightly thick, or shadowed, it could be valuable. Value: $50 to $500 plus depending on condition. Keycap 2 off center strike. If part of the design is missing and blank area appears, value: $20 to $300 plus. The more off center, the higher the value. Keycap 3 clipped planchette. If the coin looks like a small bite was taken from the edge, value: $30 to $150 plus. Keycap 4 die cracks and cuds. Raised lines or blobs on the coin, minor cracks, $5 $20. Major cut errors, $50 plus. Bullseye. How to check if yours is valuable. Step 1, check color. Is it bright red? That's good. Step 2, check for wear. Look at Lincoln's cheek and jaw. If flat, it's circulated. Step 3, use a digital scale. Weight should be 3.11 grams. Step 4, use magnification. Look for doubling in letters. Step 5, consider professional grading. If it looks perfect, send to grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Upward trend. Why high grades are rare? Most 1966 pennies were heavily used in circulation. Finding one in perfect red condition today is extremely difficult. Collectors compete for the best examples, and that drives prices up. Trophy auction records. Some MS67 red examples have sold for over $1,500 at auction. That's the power of condition. Warning: common mistakes collectors make: cross-mark cleaning the coin, cross-mark scratching to test copper, cross-mark storing in plastic bags, cross-mark ignoring small errors, never clean a coin, cleaning reduces value. Package storage tips: use coin flips, use airtight holders, store in dry place, avoid humidity, copper reacts quickly to moisture. Brain investment perspective: will a 1966 penny make you rich? Probably not in circulated condition. But high-grade red examples. Absolutely strong collector demand. Modern coin investors love condition. Rarity. Next up, what if I told you that a 1979 penny, a coin most people throw into jars or use as loose change, could actually be worth hundreds of dollars? Sounds impossible, right? But in the world of coin collecting, condition is king, and even the most common penny can become a hidden treasure. Today we're taking a detailed look at the 1979 Lincoln cent, its history, mintage numbers, metal composition, rare errors, grading secrets, and how much it's really worth today. Watch carefully, because by the end of this video, you might start checking every 1979 penny you find. Scroll historical background: the 1979 Lincoln cent was minted during a stable economic period in the United States. Unlike the dramatic silver removal years of the 1960s, 1979 was a high-production year. This coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the front obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had been in use since 1959. In 1979, two main mint locations produced pennies. Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark. Both versions are common, but high grades are not. Numbers: mintage numbers: Philadelphia, over 4.3 billion coins; Denver, over 4 billion coins. These are extremely high numbers. That means most 1979 pennies are only worth face value. But here's the important part: billions were made. Very few survived in perfect condition. And that's where value begins. Brick metal composition: the 1979 penny is made of 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19 millimeters. This is important because copper pennies are more desirable than modern zinc pennies after 1982. Copper also ages beautifully, turning from bright red to deep brown over time. Collectors classify color into three categories: brown, BN, red, brown, RB, red. Red coins are the most valuable. Money bag value breakdown: approximate market 2026 circulated condition worn coin with scratches and dull color, 1 cent to 10 cents. Uncirculated MS63 shiny with minor marks, $2 to $5. MS65 red strong luster, minimal marks, $10 to $20. Mississippi 66 red, $40 to $80. Mississippi 67 red, $300 to $700 plus. Yes, a 1979 penny can sell for hundreds of dollars in top condition. Why? Because almost no one saved them carefully. Fire valuable errors to look for now. This is where things get exciting. Keycap 1 double die obverse. Look closely at Liberty, in God we trust. The date: if letters look thicker doubled under magnification, it may be a double die variety. Value: $50 to $500 plus depending on strength and grade. Keycap 2 broad strike error: if the coin looks wider than normal and has no defined rim. Value: $20 to $100 plus. Keycap 3 off center strike, part of the design missing. Value depends on percentage off center: 10% off, $15, $30, 50% off, $100 plus. Keycap 4 lamination error: peeling or cracking metal surface. Value: $20 to $150 plus. Bullseye: how to check your 1979 penny. Step 1. Check the mint mark: is it blank, Philadelphia, or deep, Denver? Step 2. Check color: is it bright red? That increases value. Step 3. Inspect Lincoln's cheek and jaw: if flat and worn, it's circulated. Step 4. Use magnification: look for doubling in letters. Step 5. Weigh the coin: should be around 3.11 grams. Upward trend: why high grade is rare. Most 1979 pennies were used in vending machines, stored in banks, scratched in circulation. Finding one without contact marks is very difficult. And that's why MS67 examples sell for big money. Condition: rarity drives price, not age. Trophy auction record insight: high-grade certified MS67 red examples have sold for several $100s at major coin auctions. Collectors compete for the finest known examples. Warning: mistakes to avoid: cross mark, never clean the coin; cross mark, don't polish it; cross mark, don't scratch to test copper; cross mark, don't store in humid places; cleaning instantly destroys collector value. Package storage advice: use mylar coin flips, use airtight holders, keep in dry place, avoid temperature changes; copper reacts quickly to air and moisture. Brain investment perspective: is the 1979 penny rare? No. Is it valuable in perfect condition? Yes. Modern collectors love high-grade Lincoln cents. If you find a flawless red 1979 penny, grading it could be worth the investment. Next up, what if one of the last true copper pennies ever made is hiding in your pocket right now? The 1981 D Lincoln cent may look ordinary, but for collectors, it represents the end of an era. And in top condition, it can be worth hundreds of dollars. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 1981 D penny, its history, composition, minting details, rare errors, grading secrets, and real market value. Watch till the end, because condition could turn 1 cent into serious money. Scroll historical background: the 1981 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, which is shown by the small D mint mark under the date. This coin was produced just 1 year before the biggest modern change in U.S. penny history, the switch from copper to zinc in 1982. That makes 1981 D one of the final full copper Lincoln cents ever made for circulation. For many collectors, that makes it historically important. Numbers: mintage numbers: the Denver Mint produced over 600 million 1981 D pennies. That sounds like a lot, and it is. So in circulated condition, the coin is common. But here's the secret: finding one in perfect mint condition today is very difficult. Brick metal composition and specifications: the 1981 D penny is made of 95% copper, 5% zinc, weight 3.11 grams, diameter 19 millimeters. Because it is nearly all copper, it has a solid feel and rich color compared to later zinc cents. Collectors prefer copper cents because they age better, they don't bubble or corrode like zinc, they hold strong collector demand. Paint palette color categories: very important. Lincoln cents are graded by color. Keycap 1 brown, BN dark, fully toned; keycap 2 red brown, RB partial red; remaining keycap 3 red, RD bright. Original mint red. Red coins are the most valuable. If your 1981 D still has full red luster, that's a great sign. Money bag value breakdown: approximate 2026 market, circulated condition: worn brown coin 1 cent to 5 cents, lightly circulated 10 cents to 25 cents, uncirculated MS 63 $3 to $6 Mississippi 65, red $10 to $20 Mississippi 66, red $40 to $80 Mississippi 67, red $400 to $900 plus. Yes, a perfect 1981 D penny can sell for hundreds of dollars. Why? Because most were thrown into circulation and damaged. Fire valuable errors to look for now: this is where things get exciting. Keycap 1 double die obverse, check closely under magnification. Liberty, in God we trust. The date, 1981. If letters look doubled or shadowed, you may have a valuable variety. Value, $50 to $500 plus depending on strength and grade. Keycap 2 repunched mint mark, RPM. Older Denver coins sometimes show doubling on the D mint mark. Look carefully at the mint mark. If you see a shadow D underneath, it may be valuable. Value, $20 to $150 plus. Keycap 3 off center strike: if part of the design is missing, 10% off center, $20 plus. 50% off center, $100 plus. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Keycap 4 broad strike error: if the coin looks wider than normal and has no defined rim, $25 to $100 plus. Bullseye: how to check if yours is valuable. Step 1. Check the mint mark, make sure it has a D. Step 2. Weigh: it should be 3.11 grams copper. Step 3. Look at Lincoln's cheek: if flat, it's circulated. Step 4. Check color: full red is best. Step 5. Use magnification, look for doubling and RPM varieties. Upward trend: why high grades are rare even though millions were made. Coins hit each other in mint bags, banks handled them roughly, most went straight into circulation. Finding a flawless MS-67 example is extremely difficult. That rarity creates value. Trophy Auction Insight certified MS-67 red examples have sold for several $100s in major auctions. Collectors compete heavily for top population coins. Condition rarity always wins. Warning: collector mistakes. Cross mark: never clean the coin. Cross mark: never polish it. Cross mark: don't scrape to test metal. Cross mark: avoid PVC plastic holders. Cleaning reduces value instantly. Package storage tips: use mylar flips. Store in dry, cool place. Avoid humidity. Use silica gel in storage box. Copper reacts to moisture quickly. Brain investment perspective: the 1981 D penny is not rare in circulated condition, but in top red mint state, it becomes a condition rarity. Modern Lincoln cent collectors build complete red sets, and they pay strong money for the finest. Examples. Next up, what if I told you that one single penny from 1982 could be worth over $10,000? Yes, not a rare gold coin, not silver, just a 1-cent coin. But 1982 was the year everything changed. And if you know what to look for, you might be holding a small fortune. Today we're diving deep into the 1982 Lincoln cent, the year of the biggest metal transition in modern U.S. coin history. Watch carefully, because weight is everything. Scroll. Why 1982 is so important? 1982 was the year the United States Mint switched the penny's composition. Before 1982, 95% copper. Mid 1982 onward, 97.5% zinc core with thin copper plating. Because of this transition, 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies were produced. That makes it one of the most complex modern penny years ever. Numbers: the 7 different varieties. Here's where things get serious. 1982 pennies exist in keycap 1 1982 large date, copper keycap 2 1982 large date, zinc keycap 3 1982 small date, copper keycap 4 1982 small date, zinc keycap 5 1982D large date, copper keycap 6 1982D large date, zinc keycap 7 1982D small date, copper rarest. That last one, that's the famous rare variety. Balance scale: weight is everything. If you own a 1982 penny, the first thing you must do is weigh it. Copper version, 3.11 grams. Zinc version, 2.5 grams. Even a small digital jewelry scale can help you identify it. If you find a 1982D small date that weighs 3.11 grams, you may have a 5-figure coin. Magnifying glass: how to tell large date versus small date. Look at the number 2 in 1982. Large date: the 2 is curved and thicker. Small date: the 2 looks thinner and sharper. Also check the 8 shape. The spacing between numbers. Small date varieties are harder to find. Money bag value breakdown: approximate 2026 market. Normal copper or zinc, circulated 1 cent to 50 cents, uncirculated $5 to $25, high grade Mississippi 65, red $20 to $75, rare 1982D small date. Copper in circulated, $5,000 plus in high mint state, $10,000 to $18,000 plus. Yes, this is one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Fire: why the 1982D small date copper is rare. Officially, Denver Mint was not supposed to produce small date copper coins. But a small number were accidentally struck before the transition fully happened. Very few examples have been confirmed. That makes it extremely rare. Collectors actively search for this coin. Brick composition details: copper pennies, 95% copper, 5% zinc, heavier feel, rich red tone. Zinc pennies, zinc core, thin copper plating, lighter weight, can bubble or corrode. Copper versions are generally more collectible. Revolving light: other errors to look for. Even if you don't find the rare copper small date, you can still find valuable errors. Off-center strikes: $20, $300, double dies, $50 minus $500 plus broad strikes, $25, $100, clipped planchettes, $30, $150. Always inspect carefully under magnification. Upward trend: why this coin is so popular. Collectors love transition years. 1982 represents the end of the copper era, the beginning of zinc pennies, a major historical change that makes it highly collectible. And when a rare transitional era exists, prices go even higher. Brain step-by-step collector checklist: keycap 1 separate 1982 pennies, keycap 2 check mint mark D or no mint mark, keycap 3 determine large or small date, keycap 4 weigh the coin, keycap 5 check color, red is best, keycap 6 look for doubling or strike errors. If you suspect you have the rare variety, send it for professional grading. Trophy auction highlights confirmed 1982 small date copper pennies have sold for over $10,000 at auction. And prices continue to rise. Because supply is extremely limited. Warning: important warning, never clean your 1982 penny. Cleaning scratches surface, removes original luster, reduces value dramatically. Collectors pay for originality. Package storage advice: use airtight holders, keep away from humidity, avoid PVC plastic, store in cool dry place. Zinc pennies especially corrode easily. Next up, what if I told you that a simple 1985 penny, a coin most people ignore, could actually be worth hundreds of dollars in the right condition? It's not about age. It's not about silver. It's about condition and rare errors. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 1985 Lincoln cent, its background, composition, mint varieties, grading secrets, and real market value. Stay till the end, because high-grade examples may surprise you. Scroll historical background: the 1985 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Series 1959-2008. By 1985, the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to zinc core pennies, which started in mid-1982. That means this coin is not solid copper like older pennies. But even though it's common, it can still be valuable in perfect condition. In 1985, pennies were minted at Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark. Both versions are widely available in circulation. Brick composition and specifications: the 1985 penny is made of 97.5% zinc core, 2.5% copper plating, weight 2.5 grams, diameter 19 millimeters. Because it is zinc inside, these coins can sometimes show bubbling under the surface, plating blisters, corrosion spots. Perfect examples without damage are harder to find than people think. Numbers: mintage numbers: Philadelphia, over 5.6 billion; Denver, over 4.8 billion. That's billions of coins. So yes, in circulated condition, it's extremely common. But here's the secret: high-grade red examples are surprisingly scarce. Paint palette color categories: very important. Collectors classify Lincoln cents into keycap 1 brown, BN keycap 2 red brown, RB keycap 3 red. Road: for zinc cents like 1985, full red coins bring the highest prices. If your coin still shines bright red like new, that's a strong sign. Money bag value breakdown: 2026 market estimate. Circulated condition: face value 1 cent, lightly circulated 5 cents to 25 cents, uncirculated MS63 $2 to $5, Mississippi 65, red $10 to $20, Mississippi 66, red $30 to $60, Mississippi 67, red $400 to $800 plus. Yes, a perfect 1985 penny can sell for several $100s. Not because it's rare, but because almost none survived in flawless condition. Fire valuable errors to look for. Now let's talk about the exciting part: mint errors. Keycap 1 double die obverse. Look carefully at Liberty, in God we trust. The date: if you see clear doubling, the value can range from $50 to $300 plus. Keycap 2 off center strike: if part of the design is missing, 10% off center, $20 plus. 50% off center, $100, $300. The more dramatic, the better. Keycap 3 broad strike error: coin appears wider with no strong rim, $25 to $100 plus. Keycap 4 plating errors: common in zinc cents. Look for peeling copper layer, bubbles, exposed zinc core. Minor examples: $5, $20. Strong examples: $50 plus. Bullseye: how to check if yours is valuable. Step 1. Check mint mark. No mint mark equals Philadelphia, D equals Denver. Step 2. Weigh: it should be 2.5 grams. Step 3. Check color: bright red coins are best. Step 4. Look at Lincoln's cheek flat and worn equals circulated. Step 5. Use magnification search for doubling and strike errors. Upward trend: why high grades are rare even though billions were made. Coins hit each other in mint bags, zinc dents easily, plating gets damaged quickly. Finding a flawless MS67 example is extremely difficult. And rarity and condition equals high price. Trophy auction insight: certified MS67 red 1985 pennies have sold for several $100s at auction. Collectors building registry sets compete for the highest grades. That competition drives prices up. Warning: mistakes to avoid: cross mark, never clean the coin; cross mark, don't scratch the surface; cross mark, don't store in humid places; cross mark, avoid PVC plastic holders; cleaning destroys collector value instantly. Package storage tips: store in airtight holders, keep in cool dry place, use silica gel to prevent moisture, avoid touching the surface with bare fingers; zinc cents are sensitive to moisture damage. Brain investment perspective: the 1985 penny is not rare, but in perfect red mint state, it becomes a condition rarity. Next up, what if a penny from 1986, a coin millions of people have touched, could actually be worth $500 or more? It's not about age. It's not silver. It's not gold. It's about condition, rarity and grade, and mint errors. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 1986 Lincoln cent, its background, composition, value ranges, rare varieties, and how you can check if yours is worth more than 1 cent. Stay with me, because small details make big money in coin collecting. Scroll historical background: the 1986 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial series that ran from 1959 to 2008. By this time, pennies were fully zinc core coins with copper plating, a change that started in 1982. In 1986, pennies were minted at Philadelphia No mint mark, Denver D mint mark. Both are common in circulation today. But remember this important rule: common coins can become rare in perfect condition. Brick composition and specifications: the 1986 penny is made of 97.5% zinc core, 2.5% copper plating, weight 2.5 grams, diameter 19 millimeters. Because it is zinc inside, it is softer than older copper pennies. That means, they scratch easily, they dent easily, plating can bubble or peel. Perfect examples are harder to find than you think. Numbers: mintage numbers: Philadelphia, over 4.4 billion; Denver, over 4.4 billion. That's nearly 9 billion coins total. So yes, in circulated condition, it is extremely common. But in high mint state grades, very scarce. Paint palette color classification: Lincoln cents are graded by color. Keycap 1 brown, BN; Keycap 2 red brown, RB; Keycap 3 red. Road: for 1986 pennies, full bright red coins are the most valuable. Most coins lose their red color after circulation. So if yours is still bright red, that's a great sign. Money bag value breakdown: approximate 2026 market circulated condition face value 1 cent, lightly circulated 5 cents to 25 cents, uncirculated MS 63 $2 to $6 Mississippi 65, red $10 to $25 Mississippi 66, red $30 to $80 Mississippi 67, red $500 plus. Yes, a flawless 1986 penny can sell for over $500. Why? Because very few survived without damage. Fire valuable errors to look for. Now let's talk about mint errors. This is where value increases dramatically. Keycap 1 double die obverse check. Liberty: in God we trust. The date strong doubling can be worth $50 to $400 plus. Keycap 2 off center strike: if the design is not centered, 10% off center, $20 plus. 50% off center, $100 to $300 more. Dramatic errors equals higher price. Keycap 3 broad strike error: coin looks wider and missing rim, $25 to $100 plus. Keycap 4 plating blisters: because it's zinc core, 1986 pennies sometimes show bubbling under the copper layer. Minor blisters: small premium major exposed zinc, $20 minus $75 plus. Bullseye: how to check your 1986 penny. Step 1. Check mint mark. No mint mark equals Philadelphia, D equals Denver. Step 2. Weigh: it should be 2.5 grams. Step 3. Examine Lincoln's cheek and jaw flat areas equals circulation wear. Step 4. Check for bright red luster. Full red is most valuable. Step 5. Use magnification. Look for doubling and strike issues upward trend. Why high grades are rare even though billions were made? Coins hit each other in mint bags. Zinc is soft. Banks handled them roughly. Most entered circulation immediately. Finding a perfect MS-67 example is extremely difficult. And that's why collectors pay high prices. Trophy auction insight: certified MS-67 red examples have sold for hundreds of dollars. Registry set: collectors compete for top population coins. Condition rarity drives value, not age. Warning: collector mistakes to avoid: cross mark, never clean the coin; cross mark, don't polish it; cross mark, don't store in humid areas; cross mark, avoid PVC plastic flips; cleaning removes original surface and reduces value dramatically. Package storage advice: use mylar flips, store in airtight holders, keep in dry place, avoid touching the surface directly. Zinc pennies corrode easily if exposed to moisture. Brain investment perspective: is the 1986 penny rare? No. Is a perfect MS67 red rare? Yes. Modern collectors pay strong money for flawless coins. Final: what if I told you, the very last coin in our series, the 1987 penny, could secretly be worth $400, $500, or even more? Most people see it as ordinary pocket change. But collectors, they see condition, errors, and opportunity. Today we're breaking down the 1987 Lincoln cent, its history, value, rare errors, grading secrets, and why high-grade examples bring serious money. This is the final coin in our collection series, so stay till the end. Scroll historical background: the 1987 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial Design era 1959-2008. By 1987, the U.S. Mint had fully switched to zinc core pennies with thin copper plating. Pennies in 1987 were produced at Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark. Both are extremely common in circulation. But remember, common coins become valuable in perfect condition. Brick composition and specifications: the 1987 penny is made of 97.5% zinc core, 2.5% copper plating, weight 2.5 grams, diameter 19 millimeters. Because it is zinc inside, it scratches easily, plating can bubble, corrosion happens faster than copper coins. That means finding a flawless example is harder than people expect. Numbers: mintage numbers: Philadelphia, over 3.7 billion; Denver, over 4.6 billion. That's more than 8 billion coins combined. So in circulated condition, it's worth face value. But in high grade, that's where things change. Paint palette color categories: collectors classify by color. Keycap 1 brown, BN; keycap 2 red brown, RB; keycap 3 red. Road: for 1987 pennies, full bright red examples are the most valuable. Most coins lose their red shine after circulation. If yours is still bright red and shiny, that's a strong sign. Money bag value breakdown: 2026 market estimate. Circulated face value 1 cent, lightly circulated 5 cents minus 25 cents, uncirculated MS $63 2 minus $6, MS 65 red $10 minus $25, MS 66 red $40 minus $100, MS 67 red $400 minus $700 plus. Yes, a perfect 1987 penny can sell for hundreds of dollars. Why? Because condition rarity drives value. Fire valuable errors to look for. Now let's talk about the exciting part: mint errors. Keycap 1 double die check. Liberty, in God we trust. Date 1987. Strong doubling can bring $50 minus $400 plus. Keycap 2 off center strike, 10% off center, $20 plus 50% off center, $100 minus $300 more dramatic equals more valuable. Keycap 3 broad strike, missing rim, wider appearance, $25 minus $100 plus. Keycap 4 plating errors. Zinc core coins sometimes show peeling copper, bubbling, exposed gray zinc. Strong examples, $20 minus $100 plus. Bullseye: how to check if yours is valuable. Step 1. Check mint mark. No mint mark equals Philadelphia. D equals Denver. Step 2. Weigh: it should be 2.5 grams. Step 3. Inspect color. Full red equals best value. Step 4. Look at Lincoln's cheek. Flat surface equals circulated. Step 5. Use magnifying glass. Search for doubling or strike issues. Upward trend. Why high grades are rare even though billions were produced? Coins hit each other in mint bags. Zinc dents easily. Most went straight into circulation. Very few were preserved carefully. That's why MS67 examples are rare and valuable. Trophy auction insight: top grade certified MS67 red examples have sold for several $100s. Collectors building registry sets compete heavily for the highest graded coins. Competition increases price. Warning: important warning, never clean your coin. Cleaning removes original luster, causes scratches, reduces value instantly. Collectors want original surfaces. Package storage tips: use airtight holders, store in dry environment, avoid humidity, do not touch the surface. Zinc pennies are sensitive to moisture damage. Brain final investment perspective: the 1987 penny is not rare. But perfect condition examples are rare. And in coin collecting, condition is king. Over time, top-grade coins may continue to rise in value because supply is limited and collectors compete for the best. Clapperboard Grand Series closing script. So after exploring 1966, 1979, 1981D, 1982, 1985, 1986, and now 1987, one thing becomes clear: it's not about how old the coin is. It's about condition. It's about rarity. It's about knowledge. The next time you see a simple penny, don't ignore it. Because sometimes, 1 cent can become hundreds of dollars. If you enjoyed this full Lincoln Cent Value series, hit the like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and comment below, which year surprised you the most. I'll see you in the next coin adventure.